So this video is going to be a little bit different from the rest of my videos I make, but I got suggested to make this video by you guys in the comment section. I was asked to share my future tattoo plans. So I figured that's a fun video idea. So in this video, I'm gonna share all my future tattoos that I plan on getting. And plus, since I already did a tattoo consultation with my artist, I actually have pictures that I never showed to anybody before. So stick around and I'll show you them. But I want you to leave a comment below on what tattoos you plan on getting in the future. Now, in order to actually demonstrate where those tattoos are actually gonna be, I probably shouldn't be wearing a hoodie. So let's switch this. Alright, that's better. So what a lot of people don't know is that this sleeve is technically not 100% finished. There is still a small part that I need to finish up, but I kind of put to the back burner to start this sleeve. But I'll explain what that is now, since this sleeve is pretty much 98% complete. So I have this little daisy right here that symbolizes my niece, but on the back side of my shoulder, which you can see right in this area, it's bare back there. So I'm actually thinking about getting a few more different types of flowers. Not exactly sure of the flowers yet, but that is my plan for at least this sleeve. So let's jump on to the next arm. So for my other sleeve, I have a pretty long way to go before it's completely finished. Now, I did technically map out the whole sleeve with my tattoo artist. I probably spent like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, pretty much mapping out exactly how it's going to turn out, which I recommend everybody that is going to get a sleeve or just a tattoo in general to have a tattoo consultation, which I plan on making a video about that. But seriously, it's very important to do. But anyway, let's jump into the laptop and I'll show you exactly what my tattoo artist came up with and the changes that we already incorporated. So right here, my tattoo artist, he pretty much put everything together on how it's going to look. But right off the bat, I'm sure you're gonna see some differences from what my tattoo looks like right now, and I'll put that up on the screen, to what it looks like back then, and you can see the changes. So the Goku, if you don't know what Dragon Ball Z is, it's probably gonna be a little confusing because you don't know the characters' names. But as you can see, the Goku pretty much stayed the same. We changed up Frieza. When we were making the sleeve, he pretty much asked me what characters I wanted on my sleeve, and I gave him them. The way this Frieza was posed in this picture, I really liked it. So we put that up there, but I wasn't gonna get 100% Frieza because that's just, I don't know, I just didn't want that. So we changed that out to the regular Frieza, regular final form Frieza that you see right here. So that part's pretty much all finished. I want to get some background added in, maybe not this dark purple, instead having like maybe like the universe or something. Like have that galaxy look. But yeah, the Goku and the Frieza are all finished. We switched up some of the Dragon Balls. But the next part that I'm gonna be going into, which whenever this whole quarantine and everything opens back up, I'm supposed to be getting this part added, which is Piccolo doing a special beam cannon and finishing up coloring this Dragon Ball right here. But that is that portion of my sleeve right here. That's gonna be down to pretty much the half sleeve, if you will. Now this next part that you see right here is pretty much completely changed now, because my idea of the sleeve was I wanted to have every great epic battle that really drew me into Dragon Ball, and the reason why I liked it so much was because of these battles. I wanted to add them into the sleeve. Then I was kind of like, I don't want to do this. My mind changed up a little bit. I was originally going to get what you see right now on the screen in my like inner forearm right here. But I feel like, one, Vegeta's a badass. He needs to be somewhere more noticeable than the inner arm. But also, I'm thinking about, even though I love Majin Buu, I was going to just take him out of the sleeve completely. I decided that I'm not going to want to get it. But I added it to this video just so you could see how often and how okay it is to change up your ideas, to really get something that you are really going to love. But instead of having that scene that I just showed you right there added to my sleeve, I'm thinking about getting something now not exactly like this, what you see right here, which is Trunks versus Goku Black. Now, growing up, out of all the characters, I gotta say that Trunks was my favorite character. I loved how he looked, I loved him with the sword, and when he came back in the new series, if you guys watch it, I was fanboying, and it was like I was just brought back to my childhood. So I was like, all right, I need to get him in my sleeve somewhere. So I wanted to have him fighting Goku Black, because even though he had some awesome scenes in the Cell Saga, I plan on getting something like this as him like Super Saiyan or whatever, and having something like this where you could see like Goku Black's reflection in his sword, making those colors more vibrant and just a bunch of colors in my sleeve, but still flowing some way. This is probably going to go underneath my arm, even though I really love this. That's one of the hardest parts about mapping out a sleeve, is you want to have all these things in your sleeve, but it's just so hard because you only have so much room. But anyway, this part is going to go under the forearm. Now, the one thing I want to say that I forgot to add earlier is that throughout this sleeve, there is going to be the 7 Dragon Balls going down my arm. So you got 3 right there, but there's going to be the rest scattered throughout my arm, and I have a pretty cool idea of it, but I'll get to that a little bit later. So as I was saying earlier, that I wanted to have Vegeta obviously in my sleeve, but I wanted to have a specific transformation that I just thought was so freaking awesome when I first saw it, and I love the way he looks in this form, and that is the Super Saiyan God form, where his hair is like that dark red when he's fighting Broly. So I plan on having this transformation in my sleeve. Now, the way I'm picturing it is having it right here, and he's going to be kind of like fighting Broly. Now, when I was at my tattoo consultation, I did not want this at the time, but after seeing the movie and as time passed, I was like, okay, I want to get the red hair. Same thing with adding Broly to my sleeve. The way they illustrated the new character of Broly, like the re-imaged Broly, I was like, that is, like, they just did such a great job with that character. So I wanted to add him to the sleeve too. I made all these decisions after the consultation, so me and my tattoo artist is gonna have to have a conversation and say like, listen, yeah, that was a cool idea, but now I want to go for this, which I'm sure he isn't gonna mind. As I'm going through my sleeve ideas and my future tattoos, let me know what you think about what I'm getting. Do you think it's stupid? Do you think it's awesome? Leave a comment below. Now, that Vegeta and Broly scene that I plan on getting on my arm is going to take up a lot of real estate. I wanted so many different characters because I just love that whole series so much. So again, it's really hard to choose what characters I want where, but I know that I need to have Gohan versus Cell. Now, he took 2 random pictures of Gohan and Cell, but I really love what he came up with. I just knew that I wanted to have Gohan versus Cell on my sleeve somehow, but the way he illustrated it right here, it doesn't take up that much room. When he originally put everything together, he drew out my arm and then put all the pieces on the arm that he drew. So you could see that it's all pretty much connected. You got Piccolo's special beam cannon up here, the Dragon Ball that is unfinished right here. So this part of the sleeve is going to be in this area right here and probably taking up some of my forearm in this area, kind of below where the Trunks and Goku Black portion is going to be. There is one thing that I thought of, again, after the fact. I have all the Dragon Balls going down my arm. When you get all 7 Dragon Balls, Shenron comes out. Now, I regret my first tattoo, and that's pretty common, and that is the one that is on my chest. So I figured I'm gonna have all 7 Dragon Balls going down my arm. It would be pretty badass to have all the Dragon Balls and then Shenron coming out to like almost the center of my chest as a tattoo cover-up. Now, you might be thinking, Mike, what are you gonna do if it's going on half of your chest? What about the other half of the words? Now, I plan on getting, and I don't know what I'm gonna get yet, but I'm gonna try to have both sleeves connect to one another. Now, I always knew that after getting both of my sleeves done, I was gonna get more tattoos, but I never really thought about what I would want other than the 2 sleeves that I already thought about. But then it hit me. I was like, what else would I like on my body? What else means a lot to me? I mean, Dragon Ball Z, loved it since I was a kid and probably gonna love it for the rest of my life. And then it hit me. I wanna get something Harry Potter related. Harry Potter is another franchise that I just absolutely love to no extent. It always meant so much to me. When I was watching those movies growing up, it felt like I was growing up with the students of Hogwarts, as cheesy as that sounds. But around that age, I was the same age as them, and To be honest, I was pretty pissed off that I wasn't a wizard. But then I grew up and that changed for me. But seriously, I was like, man, this franchise just means so much to me. I need to get a tattoo. And then I thought about it and took one step further, and that was, man, what if I got a Harry Potter leg sleeve? Now, I originally thought that a regular sleeve would be good, but both my arms are covered and I only have two. But then I thought a Harry Potter leg sleeve would be freaking awesome. And plus, I always liked leg sleeves. I never thought about getting one, but I always really loved them. And now I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get a Harry Potter leg sleeve. So after finishing this sleeve, I'm going to start that Harry Potter leg sleeve and take the same precautions that I took when I went and got this sleeve. Give my tattoo artist what I want in the sleeve, and also all the characters of what I want to incorporate in that leg sleeve. But what I always recommend to you is do research and see how other people's sleeves are laid out. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Not to copy, but just get inspired and see what other people's sleeves look like. And this is really killing me right now, talking about my future tattoos that I want and knowing that I can't get any done right now because of quarantine. Speaking of quarantine, I made a full video on what you should be doing right now to prepare yourself for your future tattoo during quarantine. And you can check that video out right here. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell notification just so you don't miss a thing. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.